Hello there, I am André Silva Guzmão and I am Special Topics in Information System, the Release Engineering 2018/1 class from PUC Minas, from PUC Virtual, and I'm presenting you an activity. So let's go. The project consists in describing a real-world company's release engineering process and suggest some improvement on it. The company I've chosen is EDS, Engisoft Engisoft, desenvolvimento de sistemas. It's a Brazilian company. I worked there for 8 months and as an intern, and I've been inside the company and I know exactly which was the release engineering process they used and still using the company. The company develops applications for various purposes and administrate online servers. So the company's today's release engine. The company used it to divided a team as develop team, administration team, and test team. The administration team orders a software as the stakeholders wish. They specificate to the development team the software wanted, and they develop it as described. The final version is tested by the test team and corrected by the development team. After the errors are corrected and the final version is delivered to the stakeholders, after all the errors are corrected and the final version is delivered to the stakeholders as the Big Bang release. It's delivered to all the stakeholders at the same time. So I'm suggesting some possible improvements. So yeah, that's a suggestion. I would suggest a company to keep the team formation as development team, administration team, and test team. The software's feature implementation should be constantly being shown. So any implementation should be constantly shown to the stakeholders in order to validate the implementations and make changes in the project to be early and easier to correct. So mistakes note sets in the early project are way easier to correct, because in the company nowadays they develop the software, the entire software, and release as Big Bang release to every stakeholder, but they don't talk with the stakeholders during the development process. So I would suggest this, because any change would be way cheaper to correct at the beginning of the project. I also would suggest a phased release approach in order to correct possible errors in users' running environment, because some errors don't occur in the development and test environment, but they they occur in the running environment. This is the company environment. So the phased release would help to to avoid these errors to occur, and it would be way easier to correct. Results of the improvement. The implementation are constantly being shown to the stakeholders, as I said before, and a lot of implementation errors are suggestions are included in the software versions. Errors are now easily corrected, and this is way cheaper for the company. The phased release approach reduced the errors of the user's environment a lot, because the less bugs by environment and software conflicts are early spotted and corrected. So this helped a lot the company, because their errors are now way less and way cheaper to correct. And that's it. That's the activity, and thank you so much for your attention.